Guys, let us talk about something very important. If you are invited as an electrician to see a particular installation, and what do you discover? You discover that when you open the distribution board, you see the traces of smoke in the distribution board, or you hear the sound of hacking, the sound of as if something is burning somewhere in the distribution board, or you check any of the terminals of the circuit breakers, only for you to see sign of smoke or sign of a burnt terminal. Or you may also notice that when you touch a circuit breaker, any of the miniature circuit breakers, be it for the final sub circuit or for the main breaker, you discover any one of them is warm or hot. What will be the reason for all this? In this video, we are going to see that electrician working on the circuits is trying to retighten all the terminals. Why is he doing that? He's doing that simply because the person that did the job earlier did not tighten the circuit breaker. How did he know that the circuit breaker's terminals are not well tightened? He got to know this because the owner of the building complained to him that they used to hear some sound in the distribution board as if something is burning. And at the same time, when they touch the casing of the circuit breaker, it is warm. When they eventually open the distribution board compartment, they discover that the circuit breakers are very hot. So that is some of the problem we face when you award an electrical contract to someone who knows nothing about it. And in most cases, I have seen cases. In fact, I witnessed a client who always insists that only invite an electrician for something very technical, that any other thing related to electrical, he knows much about it. So at the end of the day, he did many things by himself, only to discover that today he will change a circuit breaker. Tomorrow, he changes a circuit breaker. Next tomorrow, a cable gets burnt, and so on. So he invited the electrician. So what electrician now discover is what you are seeing in the video. The electrician discovered that all these miniature circuit breakers terminals are not well tightened. They are loose. So there is loose contact. And when there is a loose contact in your miniature circuit breakers in the distribution board, number one, there is going to be hacking at the terminal. And number two, when you touch, the hacking is going to cause rise in temperature. And when you touch any of the miniature circuit breaker, they become warm or hot. If this persists for a very long time, what follows it is the circuit breaker's terminal gets burnt. This particular burning, if the temperature still continue to persist, it might be transferred to the next circuit breaker, and this could burn down the whole distribution board and lead to an electrical fire outbreak. So it is telling us that if you do not know about electrical installation, please don't go and do it. In fact, don't make any attempt. If you make any attempt and you commit blunder, and later you decide to call an electrician to come and rectify it, if I happen to be the electrician you call, I'm going to charge you more than what you should have paid me if I had been earlier invited to do the job. So if you do not know the ethics of electrical installation, don't venture into it. I can do it myself. Is someone that did this job, and it eventually gives the electrician a free money. What this electrician actually did here is just to retighten all the terminals, and he smiled home with a very huge amount. So don't do it yourself. Invite an electrician. You are not trained, the electrician is trained. So that is just the difference between you and the electrician. You are a client. Stay in the position of being a client. You are not an electrician. Give the job to the electrician. In your office, you might be an accountant, and nobody claims to know how to handle accounts or accounting more than you do. So don't poke nose into what you are not concerned with. Give your job to the electrician today. I'm your one and only engineer Oxford. Bye. Bye for now. I'm going to